Rhoda from the West Springfield Public Library. Happy Earth Day! This day marks the 51st anniversary of this holiday, and this Earth Day we're celebrating the people speaking up for nature and making a positive change for our environment. It's a perfect excuse to talk about plants. Oh, I am sure you've heard about the parts of a plant from your science classes. However, I want to talk about how plants play an essential role in life on Earth. Plants are living organisms that come in many shapes, sizes, colors, and textures. They all need water, air, nutrients, and sunlight to live. Plants cover most of our planet. Every blade of grass, tree, flower, moss, or fern you see is a plant, large or small, on the land or in the sea, in the forests or in the deserts. Plants are almost everywhere. Plants are so important to life on Earth that without them, we could not survive. Plants create food from the sun's energy and form the foundation for nearly every food chain on the planet. Plants produce oxygen in the air we breathe. Plants also create important habitats and provide natural resources for animals, including humans, to live. So what makes something a plant? Plants are special on the cellular level. Their cells have special parts called cell walls. Cell walls are rigid and unbending. Unlike us, plants don't have skeletons. The rigid wall gives the plant structure. Without it, trees, cactus, flowers, they wouldn't be able to stand up. Many plants are easy to recognize by their green leaves. In fact, most plants' leaves are green or have green parts. This green color is caused by another special part of their cells called chloroplasts. Chloroplasts contain chlorophyll, which looks green. Chlorophyll is what allows a plant to carry out photosynthesis and make food from the sun's energy. During photosynthesis, plants use the sun's energy to turn carbon dioxide and water into sugar or sap. They use the sugar to grow and develop and store extra in their leaves, in their roots, or fruits. In addition to sugar, plants also produce oxygen during photosynthesis, and since plants do not need all that oxygen, they release some of it into the atmosphere where animals and people can breathe it. Plants have a bit of a problem. Plants cannot move around the way animals do, so they have to develop a special strategy to solve their problems. Some plants can't get enough nutrients from the soil they are growing in. Plants like the Venus flytraps, sundews, or pitcher plants have adapted to their environment by getting their nutrients from insects. They use trickery, luring insects with sweet liquid and colorful size. And once the insect lands for a drink, the plant catches them in their sticky liquid, or in the case of the Venus flytrap, trigger hairs trap their prey. Most plants are prey themselves to herbivores or plant eaters. These plants have to develop strategies to avoid being eaten. One strategy plants like to use is to have thorns or spikes or needles. Some plants that use this strategy include raspberry or blackberry bushes, locust trees, or of course cactus. Most cacti live in the desert where water is scarce and a precious resource. Cactus store water in their thick, waxy stems. The spines prevent animals from eating their stems and water stored inside them. Another popular strategy is using chemicals to protect themselves. Some plants just use chemicals to give their leaves a bitter taste. Other plants, like poison ivy, have a chemical on them that makes us itchy. And still other plants are poisonous, making animals that eat them sick or even die. Animals learn not to eat these plants, and then the plants can grow undisturbed. One other problem that a plant needs to solve is how to get their seeds away from them. I mean, if they just dropped the seeds on the ground, new seedlings would choke out the adult plants. Some plants, like the dandelion, uses the wind to spread their seeds. Some plants that live near the water have seeds that float, like the coconut, letting the water carry them to a new location and take root and grow. A popular way plants like to spread their seeds is to have the animals carry them away. Some seeds, called burrs, have hooks on their outside to catch the fur or clothing that carries them off to new areas. Another plant grows their seeds inside vegetables, fruits, or berries. Animals eat the seeds. The seeds go on unharmed through the digestive system and are dropped far away from the parent. Nut seeds, like acorns, are buried by animals like squirrels, storing food for the winter. Not all of the seeds are eaten, leaving some of them to grow into new trees. On the land or in the sea, plants play a critical role in the continuation of life on our planet. They make their own food from the sunlight, convert it to the food that animals can use. Plants provide oxygen for us to breathe, habitats for animals to live in, and no matter where they grow or what challenges they face, plants have learned how to get enough nutrients, protect themselves from hungry animals, and spread their seeds to give new life to the next generation of plant. Plants are incredible, and I hope this has helped you learn more about plants today. Now on to this month's project.
In your bag, you should have the following items: approximately 1 cup of shredded paper, an embroidery loom, some mesh fabric, and a bag with wildflower seeds. Put your shredded paper into some type of container and add 2 cups of water. Let the paper sit in the water for at least 5 minutes, then start breaking apart with your fingers. You want to get the paper as small as possible. It should look like wallpaper paste. Set aside again. Take out your embroidery loop and separate the two pieces. Place the piece that does not have the metal on it on a table. Put the fabric over the top. Place the larger part of the loom, the one with the metal piece, over the top of the material and the smaller piece of loom, stretching it out so that the material is stuck in between. You may need to adjust the knobs to tighten or loosen that loom and put to the side. Your paper fiber should be softened enough, so it's okay to add the wildflower seeds to the mixture and stir. Go to a sink and pour the paper and seed mixture over the top of the loom so that the water drains below. Spread out the paper and seed mixture evenly and let dry on an old towel. You should let it dry for at least 24 hours before taking it out of the loom.
Once it's completely dried, it's okay to take it out of the loom and write on it or just plant it in the ground and watch the beautiful flowers grow. I hope you've enjoyed this month's Science Rocks program, and we'll see you next month. Bye for now.